YouTube, what's up, you guys? I'm here to talk about these push-ups, which I'm going to do. Since I'm gonna wear this today, so I'm gonna um, get this too much lighting, except not too much lighting. But these push-ups I'm doing, since I have these ones, these push-ups really helps. So I'm gonna use something that really helps my push-ups. Is doing some basic ones using a good set of blankets without damaging the both knees on a hard floor. So anyway, I'm doing some push-ups. So I'm just gonna use on this blanket for the knees without going on this part, because this part is gonna hurt both of your knees. Just gotta learn not to hurt yourself, you guys. So I'm gonna do some good so the first push-up is the beginner. It's from the knees. So I'm gonna be like right on the edge of my blanket and going forward to put the both hands on this. This is what it is. So put it together. Like that. So just gotta do a lot of these without non-stop. So whenever I do that, it's similar as a regular push-ups. Hold on, you guys. Let me do something with my shoes. Like that, except I'm gonna scoot. So anyway, I'm gonna put these ones aside real quick. Same thing as normal push-ups. Because normal push-ups is a lot better to use this like this. So there's regular push-ups, so there's normal push-ups with no equipment, but I have to use these ones. So something as that, I'm gonna make these. I'm gonna make this wider. Yeah, make this little bit wider. Doing a setup is to toes on the ground. Is to place push-up bar directly under or slightly wider than shoulders, with hands horizontal, thumbs pointing each other. So yeah, and it really helps. So since I just did my the and this is going to be pretty awesome. So and this is for an intermediate. Anyway, I'm gonna work on a new workout, you guys. So this is done, guys. Now I'm gonna work on my floor safety vault. So floor safety vault is pretty easy. So I'm gonna clear out some of my stuff. What's up, Daniel? So this floor safety vault is awesome. I'm gonna so it really helps. So I just learned. I mean, necessarily learning is doing some doing the it's a, so there's a different workout for doing parkour or free running. Is to do some basic. So yeah. So I'm gonna do some floor safety vault and plus cone vault. Actually, not cone vault. Ground vault means ground cone. So I'm going to do the safety floor safety vault, and it's a scoot. That's the other workouts of doing the floor safety vault. So I'm going to do some floor safety vault, you guys. It's like that. So whenever I do that, boom. Just like that. Whenever you do it, it's pretty easy. Whenever you get down and smooth. Yeah, I'm not sure with my left side because I do it on my right side. Going through, yeah, this leg is going through, like, so this third stays like right in the middle. It really helps. So this foot stays in the middle. This foot, so this hand, is right here, and this leg is gonna go through like that. It really helps doing that. It's same thing as the same thing. Same thing as the left side. So yeah, so that's one of them. There's ground call. So ground call, it's similar. So take both feet together like this, just like that. So let's do it a good one. So I'm going to do a good just like that. Just gotta work on a lot of stuff. Just like that. Same thing again. Just like that. Since I'm working on, so I'm gonna work on my high knees and my back. I'm still working on my I'm gonna still work on the high knees and my putt kicks while jogging in place. So let's do it from this direction. Just like that. Then same thing, come back. And just like that. So those are like good workouts for basic, walls, intermediate, advanced, lot of stuff. So yeah, just been doing all that good new workouts for every single time. And someday I'm gonna work on is to land properly, which means gotta land in a soft landing, because you don't want to hurt this part. Gonna shock from foot to the knees is gonna make it gonna hurt yourself doing it. So let's not hurting yourself doing it. Not not injuring yourself doing it. Just gotta take it slow on it. So take it slow. Gotta take it easy on what you're doing. If you do it wrong, gonna hurt yourself and injure yourself doing it. So gotta land soft. I thought instant. Boom. Explode. So yeah, that's one of them. I mean, there's good ones. Just gotta work on a lot of good stuff. Besides, I just put my ring light over here without being back here. It's gonna blind you guys. So I'm gonna use it like that. See, not this light. Let's do that. So yeah. So those stuff that I am working on for like doing my free running or parkour stuff. So yeah, just gotta work on the things. Just let me get my phone to learn some more, to learn about why. What's up? Just you know what I'm doing. Learning few of workouts for parkour, which means I just know a few of them. to learn about doing some uh, fun stuff. Why do people working out for so 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 which means why do people participate in doing parkour or free running? Which means does parkour build muscles? Which means is getting out and learning basic parkour skills like vaults, leaps, climb ups will naturally build strength. But it is always a good idea to do supplemental conditioning at the end of your workout, which means my workout is rather um, which means how healthy how healthy is parkour. So having a strong core fostered by parkour helps you maneuver maneuver or something uh, through obstacles with ease. Bone strength, like many other high impact sports, like parkour helps develop bone strength, and that's one of them. So, which means that parkour helps develop bone strength. That is why I am doing a lot of good workouts. You do a number of lower body and so lower body and upper body high impact for the movement that to to enabling your body to build stronger bones from the impact that that they that they that they endure endure. So is parkour a good skill? Which means it is actually a tactical skill used to make and keep French soldiers fit and strong. Because whenever people are doing parkour or free running, um, they have amazing skills, amazing good skills or a lot of good stuff. Just gotta learn about um, parkour training is fun and also a great exercise as it includes running, jumping, and climbing, which means I am good at I am I am good at running. I am good at jumping. I am good at climbing things. Um, so why do people practice or why do people participate in parkour? Which means that the parkour will make you stronger, faster, fitter, and more agile than you ever thought possible. It it gives you increased coordination, yeah, yeah, coordination, coordination, coordination. Stop saying coordination. Coordination, functional movement skills, and problem-solving tools that will cross over into every other aspect of your life. Which means my life is to learn. So, what are the benefits of doing parkour? Which means the top health benefits of parkour for tracers or something, but tracers that I do in my life that I gotta do that it involves a full body workout is to doing a lot of flexibility, endurance, skills, creativity. Can I maintain my happiness? Is to increases the bone strength that it gives quick decision making ability with reduces fear of heights and jumps, and it really helps in reflexology. Um, is parkour hard to learn? Um, taking 5 or 10 seconds to set and prepare for a standing jump can be easy, which means carefully to climb over a 4 foot wall can be easy. For me, I can do easily stuff, good stuff, which I gotta learn throughout my life. Not my life, just it said anything, yeah, anything we do in life can be as easy or hard as we care to make it. Parkour just makes us realize it up front. Taking 5 or 10 seconds to set and prepare for a standing jump can be easy. Yeah, but you still you will understand about anything. So can you start parkour at any age? But first, can parkour save your life? Boom! That's found the right answer. So which means, can parkour save your life? Which means, here are a here are a few ways in which parkour training can save your life. parkour training can be a way of self-defense. The energy and type of mental calculations involved in parkour, while estimating and calculating the movement between point A to B make you feel better. Not feel. Make you better placed in case of bandits attack you in a dark corridor or alley or something. But can you start parkour at any age? Which means there is a right idea. So there's not an age that's right to start practicing, which means that you can start at any age as long as you're responsible and careful. As at 16, though, you could probably start going to an actually parkour gym, to which would be really helpful, and you can find lots of people willing to help you there. For me, I am learning the ways of my own since I am learning of mine. So what skills do you need for parkour? Which means there are 10 best parkour moves that you can learn to help build strength. And there's the wall. This is what you need to master if you're going to take up parkour. There's quadrupedal movement you might also enjoy. Balance. There's precision jumping, safety vault, wall running, turn vaults, jump spin. Yeah. So how can I practice parkour? That's just it. So how do you? So can parkour be self-taught? Like all sports, that parkour requires regular training to be effective. But otherwise, your skills will drop off. Practice at least 2 or 3 times a week, and make sure to maintain your basic skills while you're moving on to more difficult maneuvers. Use self-exploration. So, how do you slide in parkour? That really helps. So, how do you leap a cat? Means cat leap. So, cat leap is whenever you approach a wall, or whenever you jump from ledge to wall with a good spot on a well, is to not do this a lot. Gonna hurt this part. Yeah, it's gonna hurt your forearm doing that. So how can I improve my parkour jump? That's a good question. So I'm gonna watch this. So I'm gonna watch this video. So one simple drill to increase your jump and speed.
This is a simple drill me and my brother picked this up from soccer way back in the day. We used to train soccer a lot. And this is one of the drills that we would do in order to increase our sprint and our jump in soccer. For this drill, all we need to do is find a hill like this, something we can do an incline. And what we're going to do is we're going to do sprints up and walk back down. And we're going to do this in a cycle. And what this is going to do, obviously with the incline, it's going to give us more resistance. So it's going to make it a lot harder to sprint. It means our muscles, especially the fast twitch muscles in our legs that enables us to get more explosive power in our jumps and sprints, that's what we're going to be training when we're doing these sprints. We're adding more resistance by adding the incline. And what's great about this is that we can do this in a short amount of time but still get a great workout. And by cycling like this, we can turn it into a HIIT training or high intensity interval training. So that means we can burn some fat while we're doing this too, which is great if you're trying to cut down at the same time. So just show an example. So we start at the bottom of the hill, and then we can walk back down or jog back down, however you feel. And we're just going to repeat this over and over. So we start over again, sprint, and build that explosive power. Now, ideally, you probably want something, a bigger incline. But, if this is all you had to deal with, this will work fine too. Just a little bit harder to get a longer workout in. Now, with the sprinting technique, you want to remember that we really want to focus on having, one, good alignment.
He may be busy.
Exploding off the feet. We want to use the whole leg and our ankle flex as we're going up.
Okay,
So that
wait
we're
for
working
video.
full mobility here and also
I am watching something.
using more muscles. This will enable us to get faster and develop better form with our sprinting and jumping. Really want to flex, and also using reciprocating motion. Really using that reciprocating motion, just like with QM, except with running. So the opposite leg and the opposite arm. So I'm pushing my left leg up, right arm's going up too. And this is basic form, but sometimes it's easy. I know before, when I wasn't focusing on it, sometimes I let my form sink a little bit, and it would cost me in my workout. So just something to think about when you're doing the sprints. So this is a great drill, again, for increasing that explosive power with that fast twitch muscles. So that means we're going to be able to jump higher, we're going to run faster. And if you do it in a circuit like this, we can burn fat too, so that's great. So to start off with, just do this drill for 10 minutes, doing cycles like that. And as you get better, you can increase this as you want. So make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Be sure to follow us on Facebook.
So that's what it is. So, how do you leap a cat? Oh, something. What is cat leap? So, what is cat leap? Is that the cat leap is an alternating scissoring of the legs, with the legs turned out and not tucked in front of the body the turned out leg position should be maintained through to the landing with the knees breaking the horizontal plane. That is where is the cat leap is. Are squats good for parkour? A squat is a conditioning exercise. It is very helpful in parkour and free running training, as it is an excellent way to build lower body strength. It is one of the most important exercises needed for safe landings. So, what is a cat grab in parkour? So, a cat leap, aka salto de base, is a climbing technique in parkour in which a tracer cannot make a jump from one point to another with his or her feet, and therefore most run at the second point, usually a wall, and grab the top with their hands while simultaneously preventing their body from slamming into the wall using. So, which means, how can I train myself to do parkour at home? Which means I know what it is. So, what are the basic moves that tracer must master to practice free running or parkour? Basic moves that tracers must master to practice free running and parkour. There's dive roll. Is like the dive roll is a basic technique. The same thing as a regular roll from the shoulder to down here. Which means from shoulder to the hip, right down here, not over here. It's gonna hurt on your back doing it. There's a speed vault, quadrupedal movement, precision jumps and climb ups. Yeah. So, what is free running called? What's a wheel? Free running. What is free running called is called parkour, which means parkour is more of a training discipline than a sport. Traditionally practiced in an urban environment. Parkour movements can include running, leaping, rolling, climbing, swinging, or whatever is necessary to move through the often simulated environment. That is what it is. How was parkour invented? Writers on parkour trace its original to the physical education and training methods Yep, that's our bird. Methods are developed beginning in the years before World War One by Georges Hebert and known as La La Méthode Naturelle. The regimen involved training in running, jumping, climbing, balancing, swimming, and defending, and the use of obstacle courses. Um, so how do you do vault and parkour? Oh. So how do you do arm jumps? Oh, that's easiest. So how do you do parkour without hurting, like without hurting yourself? I'm gonna watch this. And this is going to be helps for you and me. That's right, bud. So, afraid of getting injured in parkour. And this video really helps not to. It's okay to be afraid of getting hurt, like to getting injured in like doing parkour or free running, not to getting hurt, like that. Just not letting yourself hurting yourself or not getting injured is to is to prevent the the injuries. For me, buddy, bird, I just did it once and it hurts. Back then, since I was with my with my mom, since probably in 2008, like in '08, back then. So I'm gonna wait until this video um, loads up. My best bud. So yeah, that is what parkour or free running, like whenever like for instance, will whenever you get hurt, I will help you not to get hurt, not to um not to not getting afraid of getting injured or getting hurt. Instead of watch this video is to not afraid of getting injured in parkour. Kind of like that. Yes, that's right, bud. That is right. So how do you train your legs for parkour? Oh, I've watched that. So how often should you do parkour? Um, remember to take a is to remember to take a day or two off every week. That's before me in middle school. Yes. To give your muscles time to rebuild. Run frequently. That you should run at least probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So run at least 7 to 10 miles. About 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 11 to 16 kilometers per week. Is the running is a big part of really you're being silly, Mister.
Hey Ryan,
Yo.
there's stuff on the stove to make burritos, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to Carol's for a little bit.
Okay. And coolest thing that I can talk to you. Coolest thing I learned about different workouts for doing parkour or for running. And doing a lot of good research of doing amazing stuff on Google.
Cool.
And it really helps me because I know how to do a pro safety vault. It's a lot easier.
Nice.
So yeah.
That's cool. Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Well, I'll be back in a little bit, okay?
Okay. Sweet. So yeah, that is what it is. Yes. Everything is everything. Yep. Everything is everything, but that is totally right, bud. That is right. That's a good choice, bud. And so which means I'm gonna ask the Google. Why do people drink water? Because drinking water is the best. Why do people drink? Why do people drink water during in parkour? So parkour fitness. What is the best sport? What is best? What is the best? What is the best? Crap. What is the best sports drink for doing parkour? That's So how does parkour affect the body? Boom. And drink a lot of water. Yes. Yes, bud. That's a good answer. Good job, bud. Give it up, buddy. So how does parkour affect the body? It said effect of parkour on strength, which is muscles, because these muscles really helps for doing parkour. So which means strength, which means that it's about parkour training. So parkour training is to increase explosive power and muscle endurance of the upper body, like these kinds, and abdominal muscles, which is the ab part is right down here. Muscle strength is considered an essential component of motor performance and is necessary for all physical tasks. That's what it is. Is parkour a good workout? There we go. No, not popcorn. Parkour, mister. I don't eat popcorn. Dude, first of all, it's not, I think that's not even a good idea to eat food while you're doing parkour. It's not a good idea to eat popcorn while doing parkour. With all the jumping and leaping and running, because the parkour is a very explosive activity that a plyometric or jump training is not only functional, but it helps strengthen the lower body. That is what it is. And it helps. So why do they call it parkour? The word parkour derives from parkour's obstacle course, the classic obstacle course method of military training proposed by George Herbert. Oh, well, of course, bud. Well, this is going to be awesome for you, Will. So there are 15 best parkour exercises for beginners. That's why I'm gonna help you for a good parkour exercises for beginners for you, bud. Which means I will help you doing that. I know that since my best bud William and I have been doing good parkour training at a good famous spots for doing parkour at the park over here, like it's closer to my house. It's a lot easier. Um, it said 15 best parkour exercises for beginners, which means I will help William for doing some workouts. It is to practice balance. So, if you're interested, if since my best bud William has been interested and he just inspired because of me doing some parkour, so I'm teaching William to do the ways of doing parkour or free running, just like me. So yeah, since he is interested in learning parkour, aren't you? Yes, he is. So it looks fun, doesn't it? Because the parkour is a mysterious, exhilarating, cool looking sport we all wish we could do. Um, if you ever watched District 13 or thought of Casino Royale's opening sequence, then you know how appealing it is to turn the world into your playground. That is what I am capable of doing. Um, the question is, how do you get from the couch to jumping from buildings? It takes to process to it takes a process to accomplish it. However, it's not impossible. That the only thing it takes is a little bit or a lot actually of practice, time, and effort. There are some steps to take, some simple moves to learn, but if you want to do it, you can start tomorrow and begin the thick of things in no time. Once you start, it's hard to stop. Like whenever you start, whenever you want to start doing it, because it's hard to stop doing it, but not yet because you just gotta work on. Parkour training exercises are excellent for both the body, for the body and the mind. You get to meet a lot of nice people, and it's a lot of fun. As long as you're sensible, it's not dangerous at all. What's up? So there are a lot of good stuff. There are a lot of contents. So what is parkour? What equipment you need when doing parkour exercises. But easy but impactful parkour for beginners. So one is doing a lot of good push-ups, and plus pull-ups, martial ups, parkour, climb up, crunch, underbar, side vault, climbing, squat, safety vault, ground cons, cat leap, tic tac, burpees, leash, get better at parkour by having these mindsets. Those are 15 best parkour exercise. Parkour is all about you, William. What you should focus on while training for parkour. Where and how to practice parkour. Learn parkour by improving your strength and fitness. Put on the right clothing and shoes, which means I am wearing a good shoes. Drink water to keep your body in peak. To condition during your session's conclusion. So, anyway, not exactly about, not really about movie, about parkour. It's not. What is parkour? This is quite a loaded question, isn't it? To some, it's about transitions, fluidity. To the rest, it's a way to the mind and body. Yeah, for the mind and body, so that feel each religion. The vast majority of us, especially those just starting, tend to jump to jump, vault, wall, and when you're good, flip. Not right now, but for me, I'm still learning about. I just learned about jumping, vaults, and walls. When you or I come across a staircase with wall railings, wall railings, a free runner or parkour runner will see an opportunity to jump the top 3 steps, convert the railing, and run down the bank before moving on to find the next place to trick. The essence of parkour is to turn a city or suburb or even the wild into a playground. Bus shelters become a fun thing to hang out on. Alleyways become places you can jump on. Walls become obstacles you have to overcome. For me, buddy, I am overcoming an obstacle right in front of your. Whenever you see an obstacle, an obstacle, is to gotta overcome it to be stronger than ever. Whenever you do a lot of good parkour stuff. But hidden among all that seeming randomness lies the the repurposing of something mundane into something exciting. There is a risk versus reward exchange going on with parkour. A demanding physical sport, then why do people fall off things? See? So why do people fall off things? Which means is probably because we prefer to fly down icy slopes on laminated wood. It is the same reason we build dirt jumps in the dirt and then fly off them on bicycles. There is something about it that stirs our senses. What equipment that you need when doing parkour exercises? Which means is getting started with parkour exercises requires the proper equipment. You can do parkour exercises at home this way without having to purchase an expensive gym membership. It's also important to find out where the best places are to practice parkour. To practice parkour in your area because you can also do parkour exercises there. That you need the following equipment to do parkour exercises. Which means it's a pull bar will help you do some good pull-ups. Which means I'll show you what is good pull-up bar. So I'm gonna get something. things. I'm gonna take one of my guitar out of the closet real quick so I can get the PewDiePie. Because PewDiePie is a lot easier. This is the best PewDiePie doing some rather good pull-ups. So the best way of doing pull-ups is to not hurting your upper body strength. So I'm gonna to hold like this without hurting things. But it's awesome because doing parkour pull-ups is the best way. Because doing pull-ups is the best way to do workout stuff. So good pull-ups is when not to hurt yourself doing it, just gotta put some strength, just like those muscles that I have. So I'm gonna do some like these kinds. And just like those. If I do get a box or something, it's like this. So yeah, those are the good pull-ups idea to build like these kinds of muscles. It really helps. That's why I am getting stronger every now. So let's do some good ones since it adds to it. With these ones, I'm going to go for these ones. And just like those, guys. And then after that, I might go outside to take you guys with me. I'm not sure. Maybe I will take you guys with me. So I'm gonna take you guys with me outside. So yeah, doing parkour, you guys, is to learn a lot of good ideas of doing parkour. So doing parkour since I'm outside is to work on doing some good. So so doing some parkour is doing a lot of good upper upper body strength. For instance, I'm gonna put you guys like right here that it really helps to um, to learn. Since for now I am outside, I'm gonna work on few basic stuff. So doing basic stuff is a lot easier to work on. So a lot of good stuff and doing distance. Like there's an awesome gap right all the way over there. So but this one here is a lot easier. Is to land down the like for instance I'm gonna jump from right here to grab the edge with the balls of the foot, you guys. So let's do it. Without falling backwards or sides or other stuff, you guys. And just not hurting yourself like that. And doing bottom is to not I'm gonna put you guys right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but so from up here is a lot easier to drop down. So dropping down is a lot the best way to do. So whenever you take a lot of to take a lot of impact of going to the ground is to not hurting your heels. Gotta learn to drop down to a good soft landing like this. Just like that. So I'm gonna do that into a good roll. Maybe. Just like that. That is how I do it. So yeah. Coolest thing, guys. I'm gonna get up here to walk on this part without so doing parkour, you guys, you gotta learn is to not to overcome. You just gotta overcome it. Now this is going to be a little bit more advanced. Whenever you jump from this point to right there, but it's gonna drop down and land on that to get there. But it's going to be hardest than ever, you guys. You just gotta learn how to get stuff. So yeah. So this is going to be crazy, you guys, but I might do it, but without hurting myself, you guys. But only one exercise is to do the best ones. Since I'm gonna drop down and grab you guys. I'm gonna grab you guys over here. So this is the best spot for doing good workouts. Without hurting yourself. But first I gotta take you to the shade. So with this, whoa. I don't like that. Gotta learn not to hurt yourself. I'm trying to not doing that. Without starting. So yeah, thing like um s- since I gotta work on my parkour stuff, which I haven't done in a while because of this gout and sugar and stuff. Just been it's been a long time to think about it, but I gotta do it because since I have great shoes, great clothing. So yeah, just not to think about it. You just gotta do it. You just gotta work on um stuff. But first, I gotta work on um newer exercise like that. Um, so yeah, you just gotta do this jump position. So the best thing, the best idea of doing some necessarily push-ups. There's a lot of different workouts. So I gotta find the right spot. Um, let's get inside real quick so I can see better. So yeah, stuff what I'm doing because it's a lot better idea to work on workouts. Not to um not to overcome it. Actually, you get to overcome an obstacle in what like there's so many ways. Like there's a lot of obstacles outside in the awesome world of fun. This this is my world of Colorado and Colorado Springs, and this is part of my playground. Doing doing a lot of good practice of doing parkour is a lot of good environment. It really helps because doing parkour, I think I've been doing it since I was like 23 or 22, like 22 or 23 years of age. I've been doing parkour since I was with my family. Just just been doing all that good, amazing free running. Yeah, free running is a good idea to work on stuff. Is to learn um to learn. So yeah. So yeah. Doing parkour or free running, just gotta learn not to be afraid, not getting hurt, not getting injured or getting injuries in parkour or free running. This stuff what I do is pretty like completely dangerous, but it really helps me to to overcome the obstacle right in front of my face, like right over there with that gap. You just gotta learn not to. Yeah. Good for slippery. Sure, neck forward. Just gotta do a lot of tic tacs. Yeah, tic tac, vaulting, everything, like vault over things, like vaulting, like basically vaulting, vault over walls, ledge, jumping from ledge to ledge, from rail to rail. Rails is a lot difficult, but someday I'm gonna work on that. But it's hard, but it's not even hard for me. But if I do it wrong, I might gonna hurt myself, which I'm not getting hurt, which I'm not gonna get hurt, not gonna get injured, not to get bloody. Just gonna not letting yourself overthink it. You just gotta do it. But it's hard for me to overcome my fears of jumping from one side to another side. To clear the gap while doing free running. That is what I'm doing, you guys. Just I've been doing a lot of stuff to keep myself occupied, to keep myself entertained of things that I gotta commit. Like, for instance, I gotta commit doing that jump from one side to other ledge to jump onto it with the balls of the foot. Because it's something that's running, something that's jumping. Because I was going to do run and jump. And that's the one that I got to do. Maybe I can start off doing that. Right over there with a gap. It's a lot easier to do that. But it's going to be hard because of my left ankle. Thanks, Will. Yeah, doing things out in real life, things is gonna get serious. You gotta learn a lot of simple, easy to learn, basic, intermediate, and advanced. Those are the three things. One is you gotta learn basic technique. So the very basic technique is to learn to do rolls whenever you feel anxious, not exactly anxious, just not not hurting yourself, not to sure, Daniel. Um, yeah, things is gonna get a lot dangerous out in out in real life. It's gonna get dangerous. Yeah, things is a lot serious, dangerous stuff. You just gotta work on basic stuff like basic technique, advanced technique, intermediate technique, and stuff. So yeah. Let's go, Will. That's awesome. So, doing like doing doing the basic technique is to learn not to hurt your body doing it. Whenever whenever you do those basic stuff, like whenever you crouch down into like this shape, whenever you do that, go into the corner, like for instance, so doing the best proper of doing walls, not to overthink it, because the walls is a lot easier, because walls is very easy and it's very help to run whenever you get out of the wall. PK wall means parkour wall, dive wall. It's a little bit more dangerous, but it really helps to learn. So anyway, this is the one I'm gonna learn that you guys might like this. So I'm gonna go over here. So doing the wall of a parkour wall is to not hurting so basics of doing walls is to learn from this corner of your shoulder, going like right on the corner of the hip. So shoulder, like from the shoulder to hip, so shoulder to hip. So and this is what it looks like, because so whenever you approach to the floor, is to you gotta do you gotta learn to do this. Like for instance, doing this. Just like that. So that is a good proper of a good wall. Whenever you do it, you gotta learn to not to hurt your shoulder or your not to hurt this part or down here. You just gotta learn to drop to lean to the corner of your shoulder from up here. Make this make that design whenever you do the corner from the shoulder to roll in a diagonally, is to roll from the shoulder to the hip. So from this line from the shoulder to the like from this hip right here, it really helps to get out of the wall. So yeah. So this is what it looks like, you guys. This. So this is what it looks like. Just like that. You gotta slow your pace with no getting, with no, yeah, sure. That's what it is, you guys. So that's the wall. Gotta learn. So that's why I just gotta learn not to not to hurt yourself doing it, you guys. You just gotta learn. You gotta take a lot of practice whenever you take a lot of impact doing this roll of a good smooth roll. So going diagonally, bone, the shoulder, to line the shoulder to the hip. So bone, just like that. Whenever you get out of your wall. So once I'm gonna do it again, and I will do it from out from this. Get it out. Now it's pretty awesome. Now let's get outside and doing that. From out of here. Right. Just gonna be right here. Here. Now doing that again, just like I did in the rec room. So do it from out here. It's a lot easier. So let's do it. So drop down, soft landings into a good, perfect wall. Watch right now. Just like that. That is how I do it whenever I take a lot of impact. So which means I would take you guys. So all the way over here to see what I do, you guys. And this is what it is. So whenever I jump forward, the good rolls. Just like that. Just gotta process fear of those. You gotta learn a good one. Just like that. Just like that, you guys. So that is what it is. Whenever I do stuff serious, dangerous stuff, you just gotta learn how to. Just gotta learn how to get stuff, you guys. Whew. That helps a lot. Now, I might do this. Of course, you were gonna call me. It's a little bit difficult for me to do this part, but it's like very 1 feet or 2 feet, maybe or 3 feet. Don't overthink it. You do it. Why am I overthinking it? Why? It's a little bit necessarily difficult. You just so it's gotta be one. It's gotta be 1 feet. Is like from like probably from this ledge to this ledge. How hard is this? Which have to jump. gotta do this a lot. Just not gonna. Little bit difficult for me today. Just gotta not overthink it. You gotta do it right. Yes. Just like that. Gotta learn to So how is it difficult for me to do that? How? Two hours. That's awesome. Let's see, guys.